Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode about speaking about conflict. Today we're gonna talk about the 1960 conflict in Colombia. There was the guerrilla conflict in Colombia that affected a lot of Colombian families. And today we're gonna speak with an affected in a conflict. His name is Rosalba. No, she's name is Rosalba Rueda, and she was a farmer that was deflected about their territories because she was a really rich girl in Colombia. Also, she was threatened with death. That's why she forced to deflect to another country. Say hello, Rosalba.
Hello to everybody.
Okay, Rosalba, I'm gonna ask you a few questions if you want.
Yes, of course.
Okay. First of all, explain what was the hardest thing about leaving Colombia.
Okay, I think the hardest part was leaving my family behind. I am very close to them, and the fact that I will not see them for a long time affect me a lot.
Okay, interesting thing. Second one, why did you leave Colombia?
First of all, it was because of my future children. I want the best for them and a better quality of life. Besides, I was already threatened by the guerrilla, the FARC, to return to my territory that they took from me because I have my own space on there and it was real big, and they just wanted.
Wow, wow, it's a difficult life. And the third and last question, you say before that you were from Colombia and then you go to Panama in walking and in bus, like you use different like.
Yes, it was really long and hard for me and my husband. His name is Jorge, and he helped me a lot on that because I was most affected with that.
Yeah, and then you go to Panama, and to Panama you go to Costa Rica, and in Costa Rica you go to Mexico. Like you can explain like that story. How do you do that? Like.
Okay, I get to Panama by a bus. I walk a lot because we didn't have money because the FARC stole them with our territory, and then in Costa Rica it was also difficult because there was a lot of people that want to migrate also, and it is old really hard, and it took us a lot of money that we don't have.
Okay, wow. Last question. How was the beginning in the United States when you come?
Okay, it was very difficult since I entered illegally, so I had to be very careful with the migration on there. The first one to start working was my husband, and then I joined him when everything was more calmed down. And it was after a while, it passed something like 6 months, that we asked for asylum to also a long time to be approved. So it was like living all the time with afraid because they could take us back to Colombia.
Okay, wow, that's a really inspire story. Thank you very much, Rosalba, for giving this information for the podcast. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm passing to another topic. With this conflict, we also have a connection with the book Refugee that the students of A grade in the school are reading about different type of conflicts about Cuba, Germany, and Syria conflict. This can connect by, for example, the Isabel point of view on Cuba conflict, because the trip of boat, Rosalba need to go with boat to Costa Rica, also because their husband and she was uh, threatened with death by the guerrilla, and also that happened in the story of Isabel. I think that in conclusion we can say that in the world a lot of type of conflicts, like there are different type of view, different conclusion, different solution. In some cases the refugees didn't survive, but in this case of Rosalba we see that she's a woman really intelligent and do all to support their family and to give a better future for them, and that's a really inspiring history. We can say also that the conflict in the world is it's very affect a lot of people, and also today in Colombia nowadays we also have in 2024 we also have conflicts with the ELN guerrilla that is also killing people and deflecting to death, no threatened with death, and also deflected from the territories. Thank you very much for this episode, and we see you in the next one.